I don't care as long as it's not you know who. That was like a demonic, like the devil came out and just whoever, like, we're gonna make people hate Donald Trump, get him. I hate Donald Trump. He's a racist, he's a dead, white supremacist, he's an insurrectionist, they lynch people. And I'm gonna blame you because I saw the news channels. I saw them saying, he's racist, he's sexist. You would just wake up to pee in the middle of the night. He hates Mexicans, and he says they're rapists, and he hates black people, and What? They had, remember the Women's March? We're gonna march! Oh, they knew what a woman was then.
I'm not rich, but I get off my ass every day to make sure I ain't broke. And that's the reality.
Good morning, y'all. It's your boy King Churro. It is January 17th, 2024. I'm over here having breakfast. It's about 9:46 in the morning, but it feels like it's only 5 or 6 in the morning because it's so damn cold and gloomy out. Got oatmeal and hard-boiled eggs. You know, just egg white. I don't really do the yolk. I get the yolk to the dogs. So, anywho, just recently, let's see, Monday was MLK, so happy MLK Day. I had my cousin here. My cousin was here from Minneapolis, Minnesota. She just came. She stayed then like Sunday night and Monday night. Sunday night and Monday night she came and stayed here. Her fiance's grandfather lives in Desert Hot Springs, about 30 minutes away from here. So, yeah, anyway, they stayed here. Basically, they stayed here like it was a hotel. There was a room to stay in. But it's fine. My door's always open to family, whether you're staying here or you want to hang out with me. I hope next time though she comes out and hangs out with me. I do want to go to Minneapolis because, you know, I'm a big Prince fan, so I do want to go and see Paisley Park and, you know, everything Prince, and they know all the spots too, so that's awesome. But anyway, while she was here and while we were sitting down chatting and stuff, I felt like I had to bite my tongue a lot because there were certain points that became almost political, and I didn't want it to get to that point because I know that she has a different view than me, and, you know, if I say something, I don't want it to turn into an argument or whatnot. I know there was one moment on Monday night we went to El Mexicali Cafe, and she saw the Republican polls, and she pointed it out to her fiance, Josh, and I was like, oh, what was it? And I saw Trump on there, and she just looked at me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say shit. But you know, it's funny, as soon as she left, this is what pops up on my feed.
The violence of January the 6th. One Capitol police officer called it a medieval battle. He said he was more afraid in the capital of the United States of America, in the chambers, than when he was fighting as a soldier in the war in Iraq.
That Joe Biden loves to create stories. I tell you what, he loves to bring up Iraq, the war he voted on.
The idea that I took the word of a president saying that he wasn't going to go to war, and this was the way to avoid going to war.
Only way we're going to get rid of Saddam Hussein. And it's going to require guys like you in uniform to be back on foot in the desert, taking taking Saddam down.
Because I didn't believe he had those nuclear weapons. I didn't believe he had those weapons of mass destruction.
Other countries have or seek weapons of mass destruction. Saddam has actually used them, is that he possesses chemical and biological weapons and is seeking nuclear weapons.
It was a mistake to trust that they weren't going to go to war. They said they were not going to go to war.
For me, the issue is never whether we had to deal with Saddam, but when and how. That is that the threat need not be imminent for us to take action.
From the moment shock and awe started, from that moment, I was opposed to the effort and I was outspoken.
Some of my own party have said that it was a mistake to go to Iraq in the first place. 9 months ago, I voted with my colleagues to give the President of the United States of America the authority to use force. And I would vote that way again today. It was a right vote then, and it'd be a correct vote today.
I trusted George Bush to keep his word. He said he was not going to go into Iraq.
That a free and democratic Iraq, if it could be accomplished, could have a cleansing impact on that part of the world and make our life easier.
Then he flip-flopped and said he didn't vote on it. Yeah, the war he voted on. All right. Yeah, and then the same war he says that he lost his son when he lost his son to brain cancer in Delaware. Yeah.
My son was a major, U.S. Army. Lost him in Iraq. Service medal, Bronze Star, like you all about country. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So that was an absolute lie. His son, Beau Biden, was a JAG, part of a signal brigade. He was an attorney. He was also the Delaware State Attorney General or something. Beau Biden did not die in Iraq. He was in the States. And this is what he died of. For all of you who have always said that Donald Trump is a liar.
If the election was tomorrow, who would you vote for? Trump?
Well, not Trump.
Not Trump?
Not ever, ever Trump.
Why?
I don't even think there's any reason why I should answer that.
That's because they usually don't have an answer for it.
Seriously.
Can I have one reason? I'm just curious.
He has been a liar. He has been all about himself. Everything he's done, he's ruined this country. He's been a cancer, in my opinion, for this country.
How though?
What?
It's never a real answer. You guys can never give an actual answer, right? Never one specific reason or example. None of that shit.
How is Trump racist?
You want to answer this for me?
Nope, this is for you. You made the claim, back it up. How is he a racist?
He has had multiple people be killed.
Had people be killed.
Ma'am, I live in a town where there was riots.
Very good. I'm glad that that's where you come from. However, who has he had killed?
He has caused his police to do it. He has militia-ized this country.
He has militia-ized this country.
I can't speak English because I suck at it, but ma'am.
Don't assume my gender.
What are your pronouns then?
They and Z and princess.
Princess?
How is he a racist?
I'm not going to answer you.
Why? Because you can't or because you won't?
No, because I'm pissed at you and you should leave our campus.
Oh, no. This is a free country, right? Whose streets? My streets. Today.
Yes, but this is a private campus.
No, it's not. This is a public university. I just want to know how Donald Trump is racist.
Because he has had his militia, our military, be used to protect buildings against people who have been killed multiple times.
They've been killed multiple times.
Do you ever watch the news or no?
And all this other, but then you let this shit pass. Seriously? Joe Biden has always made lies. He's always said that he was the smartest of his class and he's, graduated with 3 law degrees or some shit. I don't even know what it was.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship. Went back to law school and, in fact, ended up in the top half of my class.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class, that he does not have 3 degrees from college.
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
But the fact of the matter is, he's lying about his son, talking about he lost him in Iraq. No, he lost him in the States. Had nothing to do with anything from Iraq. They gave his son a Bronze Star. his son didn't do shit.
So he was more afraid. And since that day, more than 1,200 people have been charged for their assault on the Capitol. Nearly 900 of them have been convicted or pled guilty. Collectively to date, they have been sentenced to more than 840 years in prison.
Certain dates echo throughout history. December 7th, 1941. September 11th, 2001. And January 6th, 2021.
Hold on, Kamala. I want to know, when are you going to start releasing the people that you got locked up here in California for marijuana charges? Now that marijuana is legal in California, and also after you've already admitted that you used to smoke weed in college way before marijuana was legal. So you were doing illegal shit, and you lock people up for doing illegal shit. So when do you release them? When do you get to pardon them? Right? When do you what is it called? When you scrub the record? When you expunge? When do you expunge the records of marijuana charges? Because now, right, marijuana's legal. You admitted to doing some legal shit. Corrupt ass bitch.
The violent assault that took place here, the very fact of how close we came to an election overturned.
Hey guys, it's Madison Jessiato Gilbert. Another week and more delusion from Vice President Kamala Harris. She continues to tout her so-called accomplishments in the Biden administration, saying that Joe Biden and herself are delivering for the American people. Take a look.
We are delivering for the American people. You look at what we have accomplished, Margaret.
Now, I don't know about you, but I don't consider 40-year high inflation, record high gas prices in 50 states, a weakened military, and plummeting test scores, the worst we've seen in decades for our students, to be accomplishments. And while Kamala Harris continues to be out partying and having a good time, the rest of America simply is not.
So are your concerns the same no matter who the Republican candidate is, the Republican nominee?
Well, let me just tell you this. No matter who the Republican nominee is, we're winning. We're winning.
You've seen the numbers, a lot. Do you think Donald Trump at this point is a foregone conclusion?
I don't know, but look, if it is Donald Trump, we beat him before and we'll beat him again. When you, again, look at all of the issues that are at stake, including our standing in the world, I think that the people of America want more in terms of the outcome of this election and charting the course for the future of our country.
All right, let's go ahead and take Donald Trump out of the equation altogether, right? Let's just go talk about Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, the current administration. Kamala says our standing in the world. So what is our standing as a United States of America? What is our standing in the world? Our gas prices are high. Our food prices are high. Our housing is astronomical. And then we're still not even within the top 100 nations as far as education. I don't care who wins the election because I believe it's all corrupt. But if it's Biden-Harris again, then my beliefs will be true.
Thanks to the way in which we have managed our withdrawal, no one U.S. forces or any forces have been lost. Conducting our drawdown differently would have certainly come with an increased risk of safety to our personnel. To me, those risks were unacceptable. But the likelihood there's going to be the Taliban overrunning everything and owning the whole country is highly unlikely. The Afghan military collapsed
into a C-17. We've seen Afghans falling.
That was 4 days ago, 5 days ago. The idea that Joe Biden said, come. We're a nation that says if you want to flee and you're fleeing oppression, you should come. They're seeking asylum. First time ever we've told people they can't come to America. That ends. The cage is closed.
Do not come. Do not come.
Talk of inflation. The overwhelming consensus is going to pop up a little bit and then go back down. Some folks have raised worries that this could be a sign of persistent inflation, but that's not our view.
That is a fresh 40-year high.
The second big reason for inflation is Vladimir Putin. 220,000 Americans dead. You hear nothing else I say tonight. Hear this. Look, there is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level. Anyone who's responsible for that many deaths should not remain as President of the United States of America. If you're vaccinated, you can be around the vaccinated or unvaccinated people. We're going to protect vaccinated workers from unvaccinated co-workers. The choice is yours. You all made this possible. This is not about freedom or personal choice.
I've been saying for the longest time, if y'all want to vote Democrat, great, no problem. But put your energy and your time into good Democrats. Democrat I can think of that I would love to see in office, Tulsi Gabbard. That's just me though. And maybe you don't want Trump. Cool. We don't need Trump. How about Ron DeSantis? Vivek Ramaswamy, he pulled out of the race, but he's also endorsing Trump. Hell, I'll run for office. I'll run for president. Vote for me. I'm more kind of down the middle. I'm not 100% Trump. I'm just 1,000% not Biden. It's your boy King Churro. Thank you for watching. Remember that you're loved and remember to be great every day because tomorrow is never promised, especially with this administration and Agenda 2030. Peace out, y'all.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left, up or down, right or wrong. At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves, set the goal. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right. The affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order, because the global order is changing again, and the institutions and rules that worked so well in the post-World War II era for decades, they need to be strengthened.
A communist one-world government in the year 2030. This is what the globalists want. A world government will give the globalists absolute control over all of the world's resources and population.
Out of these troubled times, our fifth objective, a new world order, can emerge. And today that new world is struggling to be born. A world quite different from the one we've known. A world where the rule of law supplants the rule of the jungle.
The opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.